Eager to seal the deal, Dusk has hauled what remains of the dragon scales over towards the Forge Lord, Valzane. There are a number of books and a nice magical bag that she wishes to get her hands on. Yet Dusk is tired, so the trade will need to be quick. She could study the words of speech to try and become a more savvy trader, yet that would take time and would only be theoretical knowledge. This hands-on experience is slowly but surely helping her develop her social skills. But that's not the only skill that she hopes to develop. Dusk of old has forged all manner of weapons and armor. This body of hers may not know it, but the soul, the bones, surely do. A sword shall be forged, but first comes the trade. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, No Hope, where today I hope we're going to be able to settle the difference in price. And we're close. We are oh so close. Now I am already selling one of our throwing bags. Our bags of throwing knives. So the Endless Whiskey Flask would bring us closer. I think we can pass that up. And the Greater Wand of Fireball would take us there as well, but no, we'll find something else. In actual fact, one of the potions that we have here will do the job for us. So much so, we can actually keep our Endless Whiskey Flask, which I think is probably still worth it. Okay, let's accept this trade. It's a deal, Valzane, it's a deal, and that, I think in our hands, is the lesser dimensional bag. The volume is good, the total weight is great. Contained items spoil at 150% their original rate. Is that less or faster? That makes me think that they actually spoil faster. We'll see, we'll experiment with it. Items in this pocket weigh 70% their original weight, and the pocket expands at 70% of the rate of the items inside. So altogether, very, very useful. Are we going to be able to fit that into our backpack? Okay though, let's see. Insert lesser dimensional bag. Okay, not enough space. Well, we'll see about that, won't we? Because effectively everything that's in our rucksack right now, we'd kind of want to put into that bag. Neat, okay. The lesser dimensional bag is now inside of the Molly rucksack. And it's just hanging out in the main area. Cool. Now we do still have books that we can sell here. We're probably going to hold off selling those for the time being. So we're probably just going to leave them here on the table. Just because, well, they don't sell much to Valzane, and the others don't have the denarii to actually pay for them. But we have learned everything that we can from them so far. What? Okay, sorry. I've just reread a scroll that we have in here. This scroll is imbued with a magical spell that, when activated, will return you to where you were before you warp to the forge. No way. Before you warp to the forge. So, if we were to... It's unfortunate now that we've warped again, but if we were to make it back to the dragon's lair, we could get what we need, warp away with this one, and then warp back there to get more things should we need to. Okay, that is very, very cool. I did not realize that. Neat, okay. So I've just taken the time to drop off a number of things that I don't think that we're going to need here. But before we leave, we are going to spend the time here, about an hour, to scan all these books. It does look like we're going to need to use our electron overflow just to keep our device charged up during it. Now it says there's not enough charge, but I think there's going to be charge enough. Well, and there would be if we didn't fall asleep, but we fell asleep. Which means that we need to start our overflow again. Only 2 more to go. There we go. Liminal pathways, and all the rest have been stored. Now I will need to make sure that we actually learn those spells. That's what we're going to do tomorrow morning once we wake up. Now before we leave, I would like to go to the water and see if our hydration pack is working yet or not. And it does seem like it is. Okay, interesting. I don't know why it wasn't working the other day. So let's go and activate that purification tablet, purify that water. Wonderful. Not that we really needed to worry about drinking right then because we got berries to eat. But yes, it is time to leave the forge behind for now to return to our little cabin and get some sleep before we start thinking about forging. We've still got a fire raging here. How nice, Dusk. Now we've got a nice fire going. We've had our fill of food. Oh, and before we start reading from our book, or a tablet rather. We're going to get that overflow going just to keep it powered. Now, where to start? Technomancy and the electromagnetic spectrum, there are so many for us to get here. Let's actually see what they do though. Tase. This spell arcs 2 small bolts of electricity into a target, shocking them. Okay, a little bit of shock. Laze. You concentrate and release a focused beam of photons at a target, also known as laser. We can do laser beams. Excellent. The range is pretty good. I'm hoping the cast time, 100 is also really good. The cast cost 150. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a good spell for us. Knife shot. This spell generates a magnetic field around a knife before launching it at high speed. The range is good. The casting time is very high. But yeah, it's kind of like a Gauss rifle, like a magnetic one. And power supply. For the Technomancer with no enhancements, this spell summons a power supply composed of pure mana that can be used to charge any compatible device. It will continually recharge until the duration expires. Very useful. It's kind of doing what our psi power is doing right now though, so I don't know if we 100% need it. But still, having knowledge of more spells, I think in general does help us become more intelligent and gives us more mana. And finally, Imbue with Lightning. This fanciful named spell actually restores power to a battery or power grid, an esoteric curiosity until electrical power became widespread. Even then, the power efficiency of fossil fuels rendered it a niche spell. But I suppose now that could be rather useful. I mean, if we come across a car that has everything but a battery that is charged, Imbue of Lightning, bam, done. So I think we are going to go through and try and learn all of these. We may need to stop to try and go get some food, but yeah, well, okay. It didn't take us that long to learn, but we are tired already. We were dead tired yesterday, so we're going to go and knock back the chewing gum and a caffeine pill just to help with our tiredness. Hope to stave it off just for a little while. Now we're moving on to Lays. Yeah, we're already tired. Yikes. Okay, let's play some music and move on to, well, yeah, we'll get knife shot. Now onto power supply, and we'll just quickly pop outside to gather up a little food. Oh, hot damn. Okay, I think we're going to be all right. We just found 5 dinosaur eggs. At 2,600 calories each, that's very good. Can we take them all? We can. I love our new bag. Now, obviously, if we cook them, it's going to be a much more enjoyable experience for us. So we'll have a look at trying to accomplish that over here. We'll probably need a fair amount of water. We have water close. Boiled dinosaur egg. Wonderful. It takes 1 hour and 4 minutes for us to do. I think it's probably worth us just boiling all of them and spend the time doing it. They last for 4 weeks. Yeah. Okay, now the question is, can we take the egg in one go? Surely, right? Yes, the answer is yes. Okay, and we might even be able to drink some water afterwards. Wonderful. Okay, that's good. We now move on to Imbue with Lightning. Excellent. That's all of the spells now. Well, from that book. We have others that we need to learn, but we also need to sleep. I'm gonna try and see if we can cast all of those spells before we rest though. So we're going to go through here, we're going to have a look to see if we can find level 0 spells. Shocking Lash, unfortunately we do need a target to be able to use that. Oh, it was Technomancer that I was meant to be looking for. Power supply. Okay, let's give it a shot. And done. Imbue with Lightning. We probably need to actually have a target, right? Yeah, okay. Whoa, it said damage 3,000? Okay. Not sure about that. Cannot be used on people, from what it seems so far. Okay. Tase, that's also, oh, it can be used on the ground. Cool. Okay. We know how to tase. Oh, and it actually requires energy. Interesting. It used our bionic power to do that. We have our lesser quantum tunnel. Looks like laser's the same deal. And knife shot, same thing there as well. Okay. Well, we can always just cast Manatricity to be able to generate our own power. There we go. Fully charged. So Laze does actually require more energy in general, but it's neat to know that it does use our bionic power rather than our mana. Knife shot. 1 huge kitchen knife, which we do have, okay. So I wonder if using the knife or the kind of knife, if it makes a difference. Also, I really need to remember the body mechanical. With a word of power, you spur your body to function as a machine would, partially ignoring the effects of pain for a brief moment. Duration is only 10 seconds, but that might be long enough for us to get like a pain split off or other things, so we will definitely keep this in mind. It also uses power rather than mana. Let's see, knife shot, are you going to work? No, it needs to actually target someone. Okay, alright, that's fine. Okay, so we have learnt a little bit more there. We will do more reading tomorrow, but I think it's best if we probably sleep now. Our focus is okay, but yeah, we really need to beat the tiredness. Okay, as we awake, another storm has passed. Yet another portal storm while we were sleeping. Okay, well, we're hungry this morning. Let's have a nice boiled dinosaur egg to get things started. And then we're going to be delving, well, first of all, into some music, and then hitting the books. Explosive decompression, there we go. Okay, well, maybe we should try and cast that. Our focus is pretty high right now, so we're going to go to Storm Shaper. Explosive decompression. It's a 2-second casting time. Okay, I mean, what is the range? Okay, I mean, that's that. We hear an explosion. Right, so yeah, it crushes everything inside that point. 28 bash is pretty good though. It is expensive, 500 mana. Takes 2 seconds to cast as well. Liminal Pathways is next. Okay, so Wrathful Spirits grant breathe corporeality to orphaned spirits and allow them to fight under your command. That's great. Spirit Walk. Momentarily plunge into the underworld and swap positions with any spirit you command. That's quite useful, because if we have them on the field, we can kind of jump between them. Very, very cool. And then there's Ethereal Grasp there, which is the AoE where we have spectral hands emerging from the ground, grabbing at things. Great to slow them down, great to stop things from getting to us as quickly, but something that we definitely need to study. Wrathful Spirits though, let's get that learnt. Oh, we got our fangs back. There we go, Dusk. Ha, it's about damn time. Let's keep studying, but oh, it's too dark to read, okay. But yes, we have our fangs back. Oh, it's been a long while, Dusk. Yeah, those bites are going to be absolutely deadly at the moment. What a menace you shall be. Okay, so let's just go take apart this wardrobe, eh? That's going to give us a lot of planks. 20 in total, so yeah, that'll last quite a long time. Okay, Wrathful Spirits, we've got it. We're not going to cast it until we learn the other spell though. Spirit Walk, yeah, let's go. Excellent. And, well, we're hungry again. Let's try and see if we can knock back another dinosaur egg. We can. Wonderful. Much easier to eat this way, and it's actually enjoyable, and it's healthy to boot. However, we don't seem to get much in the way of vitamins from it, so we'll probably knock back a few gummy vitamins as well. Maybe a calcium tablet. Okay, alright, so let's try some spell casting then. So, Animist. Oh, I'm just looking at Domination as well. We need to have 3 Animist runes to be able to use it. Good to know. Also, make it your ally for a short time. I wonder if we can use Domination and then Convert, which kills an allied creature. Turns it into a compact rune. Takes 5 minutes though, so... Oh, duration 6 minutes. So it's like if you get it just right, you might be able to get that to work. These are also both level 0 spells, so I feel like once you get them up a level or 2, it'll be much easier. Wrathful Spirits though, quite easy for us to cast at the moment because our focus is super high, so that this will summon 2 shadows. Excellent. And then Spirit Walk. So it can be used on shadows, shadow snakes, wraiths, will-o-wisps, and shadows. Okay, let's go get this casted. There they are. There they are. Those are our shadows. An animate shadow. Awesome. And so, if we cast the other spell, Spirit Walk, we should be able to teleport to them. We lose our concentration. Okay, let's try again. 40% chance of failure, so we'll probably have to attempt this a few times. Okay, I mean, we didn't go a great distance because they were pretty close, but that is a useful spell for us to have access to. And also just being able to call allies to the field like this, that is very, very cool. Now, the fact that we do actually have allies here, we may be able to try and attack them to be able to cast some of the other spells here. I mean, we could just use Convert right away because they're allies. Oh, okay, no, they're gone. They're gone. Okay, but yeah, okay, that's some neat magic right there. Our next book is, I think that might be it. That might be it. Yeah, there's just a beginner's guide to magic, and we don't want the... Well, I say we don't want that spell. Maybe we do, just so that it's done. Let's do it, Dusk. There we go. Knowing the day and the hour, how difficult is it to cast? The duration is for 2... So we will know the time for 2 hours. Good on you. Okay, so we've learnt all that we can there. Let's go grab our dinosaur eggs. Now, looking around our area here, I'm relatively sure our mithril ingots are back at the refugee center, and there is an elf forge down here in Somerville. That's probably the one that we're going to try and go for. But I'm going to need to make sure that we have access to everything that we need to be able to make this blade. Some of those tools we may not have access to there. The metal file set, the flat-jaw tongs, the hot cut, etc. But I'm assuming that we'll more than likely be able to make many of those things there if we have access to the forges. So we just need planks, a leather patch, and 4 mithril ingots. We probably want to have extras because there is a small chance, well more than a small chance, that there will be minor failures along the way, because our fabrication is only 4 when it comes to the practical application of things. I think if we are to make the different tools necessary, so the file set and stuff like that, I think that that could help us just improve our blacksmithing before we try and make this, because wasting mithril ingots, probably not the smartest idea. But, you know, there is a big city there, so there are probably a number of places that we might also be able to find tools in and around here. This is no hope after all though, so who knows. But for the moment, I think our first mission here is going to be trying to get back to that refugee center. And speaking of missions, could be worthwhile looking to see what missions we have close to us at the moment. We delivered the FEMA hard drive for Smokes. We probably aren't going to have the cardboard boxes for Dino Dave. We haven't had a chance to make it to the farm yet, or to investigate these robots. And of course, there is still a Jabberwock out there somewhere that we will have to hunt down eventually. Let's take these felt patches with us for now because it's free. And we'll begin our journey on up towards the refugee center. We'll make sure that we have that umbrella active and out. And we're going to try and head down kind of this way to make it there, just so we can avoid all the triffids along the way. Oh, and all the portals as well. We'll be mindful of that. You know what? Let's actually visit this nest just to see if there are any eggs around. Well, there's a lot of dinos there, a lot of Taurosauruses, and I'm assuming most of them have hatched, right? Yeah, no, not a single egg. That's fine. Interesting. I'm just checking out a little junkyard that's here. It's just next to this cabin. We haven't actually seen it yet. The cabin I'm not that interested in. But the junkyard, you know, we might actually have some things potentially useful inside if they've been stripping vehicles here. I guess we didn't have to open that, but here we are. What do we have? Oh, a mounted workshop. It is very damaged though. But I guess, you know, we might actually be able to test out the whole can we charge a car battery thing here. That is, if there are any batteries intact, which I imagine on these vehicles, that's super unlikely. Well, would you look at that? We're being followed by some zombies, so we're going to try and see if we can use some of the various spells that we haven't had the chance to properly use yet. Things like Ethereal Grasp. Okay, well, we need to have our hands free to be able to cast it, so that's, I guess a little less likely to happen right now. That's fine. Alright, I guess we will just try and kill you then, huh? Alright, a torso encumbrance is a little bit higher than I would like, so we'll probably have a look at that. Got some good punching and kicking action in there though. We've got a snub-nosed revolver on that one. Okay, so let's see if we can get this thing done. Actually, you know what? Let's give Magic Fissile a try first of all. I have been warned that there may be radiation involved in this process potentially. There is a hazy cloud that's left behind as we strike that there. Okay, well we learned how that spell worked though, so that's good. Ethereal Grasp, we'll give that a try next. Okay, well the range isn't fantastic, but we can hit it there, okay. And something about that has clicked as well. Great. Shocking Lash is another one that we haven't had a chance to do yet, but the range is 3, so we'll probably wait a little bit to try and get that off. Smite is a range 1, so yeah, that won't be a goer. Oh, Grotesque Enhancement is one that we have not cast yet, so I will need to remember to cast that on ourselves. Paralytic Dart, it's range 3, so yeah, okay, you got to be way closer than that. Well, we got Blinding Flash off. at a distance. Okay, knife shot. Here we go. Oh, I think we might have actually got it. No, we lost our concentration. That's fine. Well, it's a little bit closer. Let's see if we can get the dart off here. We can. Excellent. All right, let's give Shocking Lash a try. Oh, you need to be 1 square closer. All right, we'll wait for you then. And Shocking Lash. There we go. We'll let you get 1 square closer, and then we'll try and see if we can get Smite off. That was a fail on that attempt. All right, we dodged to the side. And Smite. Excellent. Okay, so we managed to get a few of those working for us. That's good. We'll just back up a little bit further here. Let's see. Let's go for a Wind Strike, eh? That's a pretty good looking arc. That'll do it. That'll do it. And is that an egg? Reptile eggs. We'll take those. Now, I guess it might actually be late enough in the day for us to not have to use our umbrella. Let's test that out. And I'm also just going to go through, see if we can find those level 0 spells and see if we can get them casted on ourselves. Things like Carrion Feast. We have an urge for some overly aged meat. Well, we have a meat intolerance, so I don't think we would be able to eat it still, but you know, who knows? We'll give Cure Minor Disease a try. It's going to use quite a bit of mana for us to attempt it. And we lose concentration. Okay, we'll try again. Problem is that it does actually take us a while each time we attempt this. It's like 15 minutes each casting. Ooh, your perfect sense of time fades away. The sunset is hidden behind the clouds, but you can still see the pretty amber hue. That's lovely. And hey, we clicked and the spell worked. Cure Minor Disease. We know how to cast it now, and we can cast it faster. That's good. Oh, Grotesque Enhancement. Let's see how that affects us. Your body ripples. With writhing alien muscles, your limbs lengthen and your eyes glow with a faint green. Okay, cool. Our strength goes up to 11. That's kind of dope. And our limbs lengthen. I wonder if that does kind of give us reach for some of our melee attacks. That would be interesting. I mean, we are already incredibly tall, so having longer limbs on top of that would be interesting, to say the least. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can specifically see the effects that it's given, because we're still the same height and everything right now. I guess we'll just need to test it out in combat sometime. Now Coagulant Weave, staving off blood loss and purging wounds. We also know how to cast that now. Our spellbook has certainly grown in size since the start of our tale with Dusk. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything there. Okay, let's get back inside. And we are back. So, Smokes, the merchant, let's try and have a chat. Got the hard drive delivered. Mission success. I don't know what else to say. Oh, good. I'm glad you're all right. I had no idea what to make of them. Well, one less thing to worry about. Glad to help. I don't need anything in return. At least right now we don't. Okay, so maybe not any more missions, or perhaps still? Smokes does have a job. If you really want to lend a hand, we could use your help clearing out the dead in the back bay. Fearful of going outside during the first days of the Cataclysm, we ended up throwing our dead and the zombies we managed to kill in the sealed back bay. Our promising leader at the time even fell. He turned into something different. Kill all of them and make sure they won't bother us again. We can't pay much, besides our own internal money, which isn't good for much yet, but that would help us reclaim the bay. I think I can do that. Please be careful. We don't need any more deaths. Got any advice? If you can, get a friend or two to help. Sounds good. Thanks. Okay. All right. I think we're going to do that. We are going to do that. And I think Dusk is more than capable of doing that. We already have a few spells active, maybe not. Okay, some of them might have run off. But there are some that I really do want to try out, like our lashing tentacles that we can use, which in my mind I think would probably be the vines coming to life, so to speak. But let's go and select the back bay mission here. Okay, so that's going to be down this way, huh? Yeah. Alright, and we are going to be doing this alone. We are not going to involve others in this because I feel like that's unnecessarily dangerous. Question is, how do we get through? Do we just get let through? Is that what happens here? Fatima, we might need to talk to you, but I think we'll just get all of our things up and running beforehand. So electrical discharge, we'll go for our voltaic strikes, and then let's get the basics up and running, eh? Mage armor, certainly. Then we want to go for electric waves. Oh boy, yeah, there's definitely stuff going on in there. And electric eye. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, we don't have a lot of mana left now. Now, our torso encumbrance, we can help with that a little bit, because right now, the Parabolan wool blouse, that can probably go. So can our Scar rifle, because I don't want the blouse to get destroyed. So we'll drop that off for now. The Scar, that can also stay here, because that's going to be weighing us down a bit, but it's still got quite a bit on the torso. We don't get anything from mage armor. It's mostly from the lab coat and the webbing belt kind of combined. So I guess in an ideal world, we would not use them for storage, or they'd be lowered down the line when it comes to storage, but, well, I guess it is what it is. Oh no, we could make that a little bit better, couldn't we? Let's drop the enchanted lab coat off. Yeah, I'm feeling better about that, Dusk. We're going to change over to Tai Chi, and then with our last little bit of mana, we could go for a Storm Fist. 500 mana? Wouldn't leave us with much though, but I think we just go all out. And yeah, I know, we don't have the Lashing Tentacles. That's going to be another like 600 for us to get that. And it only lasts for 1 minute and 26 seconds, so I feel like this is going to be better for us. Okay, the door does not open. Alright, let's talk to Fatima then. Oh hey, a new face. I'm Fatima. Just visiting, I hope. It's nice to meet new people, but there are no beds to share. We're just passing through. Oh, alright, maybe we actually enter the back bay through the back? I'm just like looking at all the different potential entry points and I'm not seeing one right now. You know what? I guess that could also potentially be a barricade down there, for all we know so far. Yeah, I don't think that there's going to be an entrance down there exactly. But yeah, neither of these doors open, so kind of running on borrowed time right now with all these spells active, so we want to try and move as quick as we can. Oh yeah, okay, so there definitely is a door behind there. Right, so here's what we do. Please don't attack me. We're gonna get our enhanced strength up here. There we go, we get it, just. Let's also go for pain suppression as well. And let's get these dragged out the way. Just down like that, and then we should be able to drag this out and away for now. There we go. That's the door. Okay, we need our stamina back before we do anything else. Okay, here we go. And, oh boy, instant acid. Instant bad time. Close the door. Okay, we need an air bubble. We need to deal with all of that. Okay, that's bad. That's, not great. Okay, so, let's go have a lesser mana potion here. We are just gonna have to drink it. Okay, something blew up in there. Air bubble. 10 seconds for us to cast. Let's get it done. Come on, we've got to get this thing. There we go. Okay, so we're going straight into acid. Let's make this quick, Dusk. Actually, hang on. No, let's be smart about this. Our strength is still active, so we're going to grab that, pull that out the way, down here like so, and then the door is open, and oh boy. Okay. I really don't want gas to flow out here. Oh, Sean McLaughlin. It's Jacksepticeye. God damn. Okay. Well, I mean, we might be able to throw that away. Sean McLaughlin is dead. Just like that. Damn. Okay. Looks like most of the gas is staying in the other room right now, though, so that's good. We have been covered in bile, and now we're just going to stand our ground as best we can. If anything makes its way past here, we will see it. So we just need to kind of hold and then strike as soon as anything comes through here. We have electricity bursting out from Dusk right now as she strikes. You know what? Let's not step into the acid pool. I think we just hold here for now. We're going to need to hope that the acid starts to subside. Nothing's coming through other than the sleeping gas right now. And thankfully, that's not affecting us. Oh boy, there is a lot of gas in there though. Something else just exploded. Great, and we got a Necro Boomer. Okay, well, ain't much that I can do to stop that right now, but thankfully most of the things that died here kind of exploded. Oh boy, bloated zombie. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I'm gonna hope that the others get away from the gas right now. Oh no, that's a skeletal juggernaut. Okay, so we can still dodge from this position if we need to dodge. Right now, Dusk delivers a wicked bite to the skeletal juggernaut. Okay, we continue to strike this thing. We managed to block all of the damage with our braces of lesser defense. That's a Captain America with Thanos moment right there. As Dusk continues to pelt the skeletal juggernaut, it cannot get through our defenses right now, but we can hear Logan Tyson calling out in the background there. He knows we are in trouble, and I believe you're probably a little poisoned right now, so just stay away from that gas, please. Is there any way we can quicken this juggernaut's demise? Not easily. Our focus is abysmal right now, so mental powers are going to be not an option for us. Mana is not there either, so really what we've got going for us right now is standing and fighting and striking and stabbing. We are not going to be able to get this thing to bleed, not easily. Damn it, something else just exploded nearby. But we are slowly but surely getting this thing down. It is downed and it's zapped at the moment. There it is, there's that bite again. The fangs doing their work. She manages to find a joint in the bony plates and bites down. A shot just reflected off of the juggernaut skeleton. So I think the others are trying to fight it here. Still, it has not been able to do anything to Dusk right now. The skeletal juggernaut slashes at your neck, but you duck. Dusk is kicking it, headbutting it for no damage, but at the same time, damage is being blocked with this bracer of lesser defense, which is fantastic. We might need to get another one of those potentially. We have to remember that Dusk is also wearing the other ring of protection, so that is going to be helping us out. We have mage armor as well. Oh, we managed to blind the juggernaut then. It's blind and downed. As Dusk continues to strike, some of her electricity kills a walker behind it. Let's keep this up. Eleonora, you stay back. Don't you get poisoned. We've got this under control right now. Well, I say that. I think we might need to step into the acid. Yup, into the acid, and we can't close that door. But we can make our way in here through the gas, and honestly, I'm not sure there is anything in here still. I think everything might be dead. But that's a lot of gas, and ideally, we keep that in the space if we can. So, how then do we deal with that? We use a far hand if we can, because that'll allow us to pull items towards us. So we want to go and pull everything that is in that doorway towards us, and then we're going to try and see if we can get that thing closed. What is in there right now? Nothing. I think we actually managed to pull everything towards us. Excellent. So we'll step into the acid, close the door. Okay, that'll stop the leak of gases out to the other room, and now we just need to make sure that there is nothing else in here. It looks like we're clear. Well, we've got a lot more rooms in here now. Surely they'd be able to welcome the refugees out the front. Dusk didn't even break a sweat then. Very, very impressive. What we're going to go through, we're just going to make sure that nothing too interesting was left behind here, but it doesn't seem like there is anything in these lockers at all. And I think that's more than likely the quest completed. It looks like we had like another office back here as well. I'd like to get access to that, so we kind of are just going to have to wait for the acid to start to dissipate. I don't know if we can cast Cure Disease to get rid of poison, but we might be able to attempt it. Our mana isn't there. No, we don't have the mana to do it. So let's just hang back for the moment. Let's just wait a while. We'll say 5 minutes. Okay, it started to subside quite a bit. I think we'll probably stop concentrating on our mental powers because it's going to be taking quite a bit out of us. We'll give it another 5 minutes. Yeah, that's certainly a lot better. We can actually see some of the bodies here now. We might actually be able to get to some of them. And we're just going to be seeing if they have anything that we want. If they have Denari, we will no doubt pick it up as we're walking along here. St. Agatha's Urban Explorer's Map. We will take that from you, thank you. Looks like we had a mail carrier here. Let's have a look at that map and see what that has given us. Okay, it only told us about a very small section of the map, which is just up here, Alstead. Cool, good to know. And unfortunately I didn't investigate this little area here to see what this is. But it's just north of the Forge of Wonders, so we will definitely be going there in time. For now though, I think this mission is complete. I do wonder if we can go out the front doors, because I feel like that'll probably be a little bit safer. Although, we're going to have to wait for this poison to pass. Yeah, let's see. Nope, still sealed up that way. Okay. But this is looking much better. Well, I say that. Okay. Come on then, any day now. Our mage armor has disappeared, so have our storm fists. Okay, there we go. We are through. Excellent. And it looks like everyone is alive here, which is good. Andy, you're doing okay. Eleonora, you did take a little bit of damage there, but all in all, you're right. Good job, folks. Oh, let's make sure that we actually get our stuff back. I think for the moment, we're probably just going to keep the blouse in our pack until we can actually get that properly seen to. Okay, Smokes. Will they be bothering us any longer? No, I killed it. Oh, we get 25 merch, which I guess is their new currency. Thank you. Having that big of a threat close to home was nerve-wracking. Here's some of our local certified notes. We've been paying these to our workers in exchange for supplies. They're getting some value in the center as a trade item. I'm afraid they're all we have to spare at the moment. If you're interested, I do have another job, though. Okay, we won't ask for anything else for payment, but we will see what needs to be done. This is a bit more involved than the last request. We recently lost a scavenger party. Come into trade with us and would like you to investigate. We strongly suspect a raider band or horde caught them off guard. I can give you the coordinates of their last radio message, but little else. In either case, deal with the threats so that the scavengers can continue to pass through in relative safety. The best reward I can offer is the claim of the supplies that we're carrying, plus 30 certified notes. Okay, we can do that. Any advice though? Just friends. Okay, sure. Okay, let's see where this next mission will take us. Oh, up to here? Right. Missing caravan. What were they doing in the town? It's a dangerous place to be, but thankfully it's one that's relatively easy for us to get to. If we were to use manholes, we could get from that one to that one quite easy. But then again, if we're traveling under the cover of night, we should be able to make it up there without too much trouble. And right now, it is night. And while it isn't what I was initially planning on doing, I do think that would be worthwhile us having a look at. But before we do, we're going to go over to our little gear stash here and just make sure that we do actually still have those mithril ingots down here. We've got 8 of them, so we do have a bit of a chance to mess things up. We also do have some other primers here that we might want to have a look at. The Elf A mutagen. We could probably get away with taking a few of those. We don't want to go all the way with it though, but I think a little bit of extra, I think that would be useful. Oh, we do have a metal file set here as well. Let's use that, or rather grab onto that, because looking at our longsword, that was one of the tools that we needed. Oh, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to take all of those, so we'll just have it while we are here. Okay, and we are still considered to be changing, because that's kind of a 1-2 combo for us. Good. Alright, well, let's close that up for now. We're not going to be taking the ingots with us just yet, as we will be returning here. We have a caravan to investigate first, though. So we're going to move up towards the edge of town. We've already encountered a friend that will go and put back down. Oh, been grabbed. Alright, you put up a bit of a fight there. We'll take your cash card and we'll move on. Okay, well, we're going to try and head pretty much straight up the street here. And I do think it's probably going to be worth us having a few of our abilities up and running. Electric Eye is still active at the moment, but just having our basic electrokinetic abilities up and running I think are going to be a good call. So Voltaic Strikes first of all, and our Electrical Discharge, just as soon as we can. Oh, and the fog has rolled back on in by the looks of it. Ooh, and a wretched hatchery. Let's put that down, and the Flesh Raptor if we can. No, it's going to get away for now. That's fine. Oh, hey, we've climbed out of here before and down there. Yeah, I guess we could just pop up there, but I think we can travel on the surface. Smells a lot less than the sewer. Oh, great, and a screecher. Fortunately, that isn't going to cause us too much trouble other than draw a load of dead towards us. We can handle ourselves just fine, can't we, Dusk? Let's make sure that we don't stand in acid where we can avoid it. And I think we will occasionally just check their bodies just to make sure that they don't have anything too good. Oh, and a predator comes for us. And a predator falls. 70 damage with that bite. This is why I missed the fangs so much. They can do incredible damage to our enemies. Obviously, it does require us getting into, striking distance, but geez, once we're there, we are deadly. Let's strike down these ones, Dusk. And of course, we are lighting ourselves up with those sparks occasionally, but it kind of works for us as well because then they'll just hang around that area if we're able to move away from there quick enough. Oh, and we're actually getting close to where this caravan was lost, so make our way inside this house. Oh, no, we can't. We can't climb through the window because we are too tall. We are far too large to do that. We do not need those berries. Let's make sure that we eat the one that's in our hand, though. Or rather, just drop it because, yeah, berries, not a Tai Chi weapon, turns out. Oh, okay, and we're a little surrounded here. That's okay, we got stamina. The ferals are frustrating, but we can manage them just fine. The necromancer definitely has to go down, though. And we got them. Okay, so are we going to smash these corpses? If we can afford it, we kind of cannot. So let's just move. We'll go through the door. We'll try and find another door to go out of. And if we can't find one, we will make one. Okay, we've got one in the back here. Good. Okay, so we are getting closer. We've got smoke here. Right, we may need to do some casting. That's a clay deposit that I think we could see indicated on the map. And a zombie predator is here. Let's actually also turn off the auto harvest because we don't need to be doing that right now. We want to be focused. There we go. Let's get this thing dealt with, Dusk. Predator down. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of clay here. And I think we were on the square that they went missing. And there's a lot of blood around here. Let's turn on our light and oh boy. Okay. Yep. There are definitely raiders here. Let's see how dangerous they are. We've got a makeshift glaive on this one, a training pistol on this one, the dwarf, and another pistol. Okay, all attacking to kill. Let's turn that light off. Oh boy. Luckily, we're at a distance here. Now, so let's see. We can get this to work out for us still. They definitely saw where we were, so they're probably going to try and make their way on over here. We were lit up for a second then. We want to put light on them. There is a way that we can do that. We've got mage light for sure, but we also do have little glow sticks, and it shouldn't take us that long to wield it, activate it, and throw it. I say that, we all witnessed that, right? Geez, that took a long time. So I'm assuming that that glow stick was probably in our friggin' magical sack. Because, yeah, that was a massive amount of time. Somehow we dodged all of that, though. Yikes. Okay. We were getting dragged away by a skeletal dog, and it was failing to pierce our armor. We did get a little bit of smoke in our lungs, though, unfortunately. I would hope a minor amount? No, a dense cloud of smoke enters your lungs. Great. But the dead are on those bandits now. Let's activate this glow stick. Let's see if we can throw it in their general direction. Wow, we cannot throw this thing far, huh? Nope. There's an ashen brawler out there. Well, the dead are kind of taking care of them. We want to be cautious here, though. Honestly, if we can get away with casting air bubble, I will be happy here. So, let's get that thing cast. There we go. Good, good, good. And, well, we're going to have to deal with this grappler first. Then we're going to start to move closer. A wicked bite puts that one down. Good job, Dusk. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, they're having a bad time. Yeah, their pistol isn't going to be much use there. Unfortunately, we did just get boomed, so we can't see much of what's going on right now. Okay, let's just back up. Oh, okay, we can see the shocker that's up there. We're just going to keep on trying to clear our eyes if we can. Hold your position, Dusk. Okay, and you know what? I think we might end up just using our rifle on them. We'll see, though. Naomi is here, and she's wielding a steel chain. As she gets closer, Dusk centers herself and gets ready. Turning around to strike, she misses, but then gets a few strikes in there, blocking nearly all the damage. Naomi, let's see if we can shift around her, because then our grappling friend over here should cause them, a little bit of trouble. But no, Dusk took Naomi down with horns, a disarming strike, and then a punch, more than likely right at the throat. Let's take the grappler down next. There we go. Good. We will just check over the remains quickly. There's a Daenerys here. We'll go for that. A food dehydrator on this one. Okay. All right. We're going to have to try and see if we can track down the Ashen Brawler. Well, we kind of did. We're also going to have to make sure that we put down the bodies of the bandits permanently. That's the Brawler down. Okay, good. Air Bubble is doing its trick right now. Let's have it just a quick check and see how much longer we have on it. 442 turns. Okay, another dead one up here. Got an energy cola. Okay, cool. I think we'll probably just drink that to celebrate. The spam we might actually be able to eat as well, because we like processed foods now. But that is meat, so that ain't gonna work for us. The condensed milk will make us rather happy. And of course the energy cola will as well. Considered stealing? Yeah, of course we're gonna do it. You can't steal from dead bandits. Okay, and the condensed milk we are just gonna start to try and, well, looks like we can't consume all of it. Okay, no, we put it back down, that's good. This is gonna be a good way to just get extra calories on the go. Okay, that's a lot of condensed milk consumed. Can't fit the spam and the corn and stuff like that yet. Okay, so we need to make sure that we are well and truly done here. We're going to turn our light on again. I think we are. I'm not seeing the remains of anyone else. Well, I say that. Avery shoots out towards us from over to the left. Avery, where are you? Our sight returns back to its normal state. Damn it. Well, Avery has a training pistol on them. Can we pull that pistol towards us? I feel like we've tried this before. Could try Farhand. I mean, okay, well, Avery's here, so let's not worry about that. We are just going to try and strike. We should hopefully be able to get a disarming strike here. Oh, and Avery is running. I'd love to be able to go for the paralytic dart if possible, because that slows them down. It's range 3 though, so let's try and get a little bit closer before we try that. 109 moves for us to do. We should be able to do that pretty quickly. There we go. Hit with the paralytic dart. Let's continue chasing here, Dusk. They should be slower. Okay, I'm not sure if we got them knocked down there specifically. What just happened? Oh, they died, is what happened. The arcs of electricity did them in the end. Armored Gene Vest. Cool. But Dusk, let's go through, start to smash these bodies. It looks like it's telling us to head back, so I am assuming that is all of them. We don't have any gunshots heading our way now. We have through the lens, we have a root beer here, which we're just going to drink. That sweet tooth is going to make Dusk oh so happy, although, junk food? Yeah, but we throw up heavily. Okay. I don't remember us being overly full, but I guess we must have been close to it. Alright, we've got some dark cola here as well. Looks like we can knock that back totally fine. Gonna have to take down the zombie kid first. The powdered candy sticks, that would be nice. So let's take those with us. Looking around the rest of the bodies here, I don't think that there is much that we would want really. But we do need to make sure that they are not going to come back. That includes you. Okay, now let's check out these vehicles here and just see what they're looking like. It's a quad bike, pretty damaged. If we can find a battery that's still good, I would like to try out that spell. I mean, I know we don't have a huge amount of mana right now, but the motorbike battery here is totally fine. So we could try that. Pretty damaged controls and everything else like that on this one. Okay, so the battery is on this square here. Imbue with lightning, how much power do we need? We need 600 mana, and I'm not really... I mean, how much could we get from drinking this? We'll have an opportunity to cast it at some point. I don't think we need to force the issue. We've done what needs to be done here, so we'll be moving on, I think. Moving back the way that we came. And hopefully we aren't going to encounter too much resistance along the way, as, well, we are nearing the end of today's episode. And just like that, we have made it back. Smokes, the job is done. Have you dealt with them? Justice has been served. Alright, we get 30 merch. Thank you. The world is a better place without them. 2 of our more skilled individuals accepted the assistance of the old guard in setting up an outpost while you were out. We didn't have many other options. Refugees are still streaming in. We don't know what else to do with our limited food supply. If you get a chance, you should see if they need your assistance in the future. I could still use your hand though with something else if you're interested. That we are. We recently set some skilled people to start an outpost, secure us some food supplies in a safer location. The new outpost that we've started could use your assistance. I need you to get the foreman's prospectus before we can send additional refugees to the farming commune. Consult with the foreman to get more detailed tasks. We got 50 certified notes for you if you can do it for us. Sure. Okay, can be done. Let's have a look at this. So obviously the foreman is here, but they could also, whoa, okay, Tacoma. Yeah, I guess it could also be a foreman up there. It's not that far. Still quite a bit of a journey to the north. That's the megacity for you. Oh, this area is like completely open now. I mean, there's still a lot of bodies here as well, so we'll have to do something about that, I think. Oh yeah, okay, no, it was a teamster that's here. The rest are just guards. Okay, so it'll be the foreman at that location that we're going to need to talk to, but that isn't something that we necessarily have to focus on right this second. Dusk, of course, has other plans, and those plans involve creating a sword. She has most of the pieces in place, but no doubt we'll need other tools to get the job done. Those tools shall be acquired, and hammer will be put to anvil. Demon forges will be demonized, and legionnaires. I'd like to thank you all for joining me for yet another episode here in the Cataclysm. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.